Well, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to probably get some replacement pair of goggles after blacking out on that. I got the new, I can't believe that was happening to me when I was sober, but using the antispasmodics is how I even managed to get enough cognitivity back enough to even call 911. I already knew I was down and done. That was shit. And 2 weeks of basic shit like that, slowly but surely. That's why I quit drinking. Unless my muscles were sore at that point. That was it. And that was generally when I was working at that point. Actually, always. When I was sitting there doing yard work or trying to do sprinkling. Kind of got interrupted a couple times. So I kind of just had to patch it together. Oh, acute heart attack on top of that stroke, of course, because my seizures will ultimately fuck with my heart rate, and then a stroke is always possible. Now, it happened, and my friends managed to get me there in time. Friends and my, my extended family, so to speak, right? The closest thing I've had to family like this in a very long time in my life. So at the same time, I have to keep so independent at the same time because of my own situation. You know, so I should just kind of try to give them a Reader's Digest version of it, just touch the base, and I try to get too in depth because I don't want to have to bust out the paperwork like that. Like, well, this is how fucked it is. And I've kept them posted when new shit has happened. But that's because holy shit. Well, it answers questions a lot before they get asked at that point. And according to them, that's what I just made my thank you forever post. And a few more clothes that I can grab up from over here. I wish I could get my fucking probably do my southern down. Hey, I got to find out what his new direction is. At the same time, that's what the good morning conformity and all this goodness has been. It's at this point I get to do the entire thing right bit. The fuckers that started this fucking confusion. Directly and completely. I'm gonna end up walking the longest way for nothing at this point. I should grab my guitar at least. I don't even got no tobacco with me. I could find it along the way. And that's kind of the alternative way I've lived. Toss it to the universe, so to speak, or the cosmos. Find what I need along the way. The traveler's lifestyle of that almost. That's why I get by on a simple reputation and common sense, integrity. Hey, good news is pretty much am on track with my dang New Year's resolution. On a fast track to get these done. I decided to take a walk around the whole freaking outer rim of everything, neighborhood, whole 1 mile block of forest. A concrete block is usually 1 mile. Basically what I just did was 4 miles of walking. Asked to see how my body's doing with this new seizure medicine. And checking my heart rate only just started fucking with me a little bit since, like I said, oh shit, just a little bit before I started this video here. About full circle at this point. I guess I'll grab up that guitar. I am gonna have to rustle up a little bit for a small bag of cat food at least, but I got enough for now. That's about it. It's the end of the month after all. I hope I can get oh yeah, that's what I was trying to get back on track with the extension being the elements and all that shit. And I've been working on that kind of context deal. It's like modern arcane type stuff, almost occult. As you can see, yeah, remember this one and then this. I knew this one was coming next again, but it hasn't opened up yet. But it's starting to drop. It's been slowly doing that. It's right next to this piece, of course. It probably has more sturdier shit going on. Do you ever see little bubbles coming up from this thing? Normally an indicator. You ever see little bubbles coming up from that? That's normally an indicator. And there's air under it. That's how my little extrasensory perception works on biostatics like this. Some of it's extrasensory. Telekinetics versus psychics. That's why I always try to say it's not of the mind. Although it can be used as a tool at that point, frankly. As I said before, the fucking way. I like to fuck around with some of the dang more, artistic renditions of it, some of the alternative history level of it. Kind of twist it up, not try to get too much on the subject matter and all that. It's stuff that's normally taught in a certain atmosphere, and, to establish things proper. I should get where I was going with that. Oh yeah. Visualization versus empathy. Biokinetics could technically be access to other methods, but effectively. Imagine if the mind is just a fiber, or not a static one, it's got kind of like a quantum observer effect. So if you look at a fly type thing, or you look at a look at a dang a rabbit. The hunters might know this. And prey animals kind of have that sixth sense of when they're looked at. And that's the observer effect, of course. I've done so many little experiments with this empty mind concept. It's just kind of an understatement to a degree, but rough draft. And I can walk by and the rabbits don't even know me. Crazy or what? I walk by and the damn birds don't fly away. That's literally from this type of focus. It's like I fucking posted on one of my I created a being of will on Twitter account. What first fucking happened with Michael Jackson's bullshit. Hashtag me too. I was celebrating the fact he was dead. But anyway. And I said, focus within focus, focus without focus, focus throughout focus. Yeah, that's not a good place. Picking up little crazy things like that out of the road saves lives. One of those fuckers, things get whipped up into a wheelbarrow, next thing you know. Nope. Just kind of have to draw them anyway. See, I was touching base on how a lot of people who let it go to their head will end up with mental problems. Because, you know, this belief concept isn't what does it. Belief literally, not the way to go. Belief is like a lens. About that, it's towards the end of the day at this point. Go figure. Man, I've been throwing that idea around. It's like, you know, I might as well just do some like eye openers, like the original format of Reality Check Live. And you look up Kundalini sickness, it's real. It can drive people nuts. They rip open their third eye and they start seeing shit. I did a pre-take on this. I still don't know if I really want to put it on what kind of overdose I want to use in the video formats or such things. I'm just brushing over it. I'm trying to get a little nervous talking about this shit. And get misconstrued and people let it go to their heads, like I said. This other, you know, it almost created a crash course at that point. I think the best way to put it, since this is kind of the old spirit of live, but kind of scripted to a degree. Yeah, I'm home, honey. I'm home. Blah, blah, blah. Take care of all the rest of this. Oh. You like that out of there? Hold on, let me get your little bin going too, because you're already making a mess back on that mat that needs to get tossed. Good. Now that I'm not getting dizzy spells. Whoa. Alright. Anyway. Yeah. Let's wait home away from home. I've got half a mind to go out there, and I think I've got an idea. I was doing, as you throw it in Inscat, people get stuck on names, titles of things. The site of what brought forth that name in the first place. So, excuse me for a moment. I'm just sitting there. That's the great thing is I have less downtime from coming out in the traffic. I really wanted to test that. So, I actually had the first aid, like I said, on the seizure meds. I can definitely tell the difference. I can definitely tell I just push it just about right to where I would have to normally, already come back. I would have already been feeling this and just said, all right, good, just close my eyes for a minute. It ain't bad for being as far as I just walked. Ain't bad at all, especially with the first day of it on it. It has to be built into the system a little bit. So, never mind that. Let's tie that loop back around. I got half under these ties. I got to find a home away from home at this point. I know I'm trying my best to basically see if this is going to be concrete and actually move up further. Still got to, and still finish up what's been started, at least. Either way, show the initiative and the truth of it. Gotta put my money where my mouth is, for real. More so than that. And put the also muscle work into it. If it does. It doesn't. I'm gonna reboot this channel. It'll be cutting and slicing all the old videos that have little to no views anyway because they're not properly titled or too long of a format for the subject matter I was working on, etc., etc. So, and the camera's down in this corner, so it looks strange trying to stare off into nowhere. Anyway, see, camera on the side, camera angle jokes. Oh, they're back. Look out! Yeah, anyway.